Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by Rack, the storage solution you've been looking for. Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Vaporworks, we give you gas. Easy Oil Drain, the easiest oil change. And by Dragonfire Tools, quality, affordable storage.
Now here at the headquarters for NHOU Protective Coatings, it's a magnificent facility. We've got training area, we've got a laboratory, and Joe, thousands of vehicles go through here every year to get the undercoating they need, but really this started kind of selfishly for you with only one vehicle in mind.
Desperation. Yeah, I lost too many vehicles to rust, and I buy pickup trucks, they're $50,000, $60,000. I couldn't afford to keep doing it, and I would not take no for an answer, that there was nothing I could do. And I know that in my neighborhood, people were saving their vehicles through doing this thing, you know, undercoating oil at night, and I knew it was effective.
How did you begin the research?
So what I did was I realized, you know, how oil-based rust proofing works, and I found some products that were not engineered necessarily for that application, but they were close. And I didn't want to use the old school used motor oil because it was illegal and frankly wasn't good for the environment. So we found a chemist ultimately to make our own formula, because all the products that I used off the shelf were generic and they just didn't live up to my expectations. So ultimately we found this chemist who made our own products, engineered for the application.
What was the response from folks once you started doing it for other people?
It was incredible. We started out offering it to just friends and family, and before you know it, in a busy week, I would have people coming out to my garage in the middle of nowhere on a dirt road, traveling 2.5, 3 hours to get to us. And I realized just how pervasive rust was and the enormity of that problem, and realized that we were onto something. I had people business propositioning me all the time, you know, hey, let's do this here, let's do this there. And it's kind of evolved into what it is today.
People love it because it's a great product and it works. And where can they find you?
NHOilandundercoating.com.
I have a lot of viewers that email me and send me notes and ask me about Tribotex. They want to know two things, Pasha. The first one is it safe for my vehicle? Is it safe?
It's absolutely safe, and there's no condition in which it can't make an improvement.
And what about a new vehicle? It doesn't seem to need much improvement.
In new cars, you will not see much of a difference in terms of efficiency, but you will see a lot of difference in terms of longevity. And right after first oil change, it's perfect time to apply.
What about older vehicles and you're starting to have problems and maybe you hear some rattles and that sort of thing? Tribotex is perfect for those folks too.
That's right. The more friction, the more difference it will make. So the older cars perform better, more cylinders perform better, and smaller engine, it performs better. This is all the places where a lot of friction robs you of fuel efficiency.
And it takes that friction away, but there's a lot of metal on metal wear, so you can get some grooves and scratches, that sort of thing in the metal parts of the car. How can Tribotex fix those?
The grooves turn into smooth, glassy-like surface that is porous ceramic, and those pores filled with lubricant, so that lubricant works even when shock loads or sudden potholes happen.
Gotcha. Now let's talk about the other question I get a lot is how easy is it to apply or install or use Tribotex?
If you know how to pop up the hood of the car and find where you put oil, that's all you need. You stop the engine, you open the hood, you inject material, you close it, you let it run for 15 minutes to assure dispersion, and it's good to go for 500 miles, and then you will see a difference.
How often do we need to put Tribotex in our car?
It's enough for 40,000 miles, so once per few years if you drive not fast, or seasonally if you, let's say, ride-share driver.
Well, Tribotex is going to make your vehicle last longer. It's also going to take your old vehicle, actually repair the damage, and give you better performance. You can check it out at tribotex.com. You can also find all the science there behind it. Thanks for tuning in to Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. We're glad you came along for the ride. We hope you join us when we do it once again next week. In the meantime, you can check us out on our Facebook page. And if you have a product you want to see featured on our show, email Jeff at masterstv.com. From our entire Masters Entertainment Group crew here at Motorhead Garage, we will see you next time. So long.